When it comes to wellness, there are many different aspects to focus on, from physical to mental and even our emotional wellness. SSM Health family medicine provider, wellness coach, Dr. Roopa Shah is here today to talk a little bit about emotional wellness and how it can affect our overall health. So we're going to start with talking about emotional wellness. What does that term mean?
It really can mean a lot of different things, but it's sort of how you react and cope to different stressors in your environment and how aware, mindful you really are about how you're feeling and experiencing emotions within your body, and really just sitting with them without judgment and just noticing those emotions in your body.
Now, how does your emotional wellness impact your overall health?
Yeah, so we tend to forget that when we have increased stress, we are in a higher sort of cortisol stress state, which can lead to different health problems. Can lead to high blood pressure. It can lead to stress ulcers. We know, of course, like mental health issues, anxiety and depression. So there's a lot of different health problems that can come from just not being in a state of wellness with our health, with our emotions.
And I think, thankfully, a lot more is being talked about when it comes to mental health. So people are starting to include that in their everyday conversations with their physicians as well. Now, what are some good ways that we can kind of build up our emotional wellness to kind of have, a little protection when it comes to this stuff?
Yeah, so I think one of the main things is learning to become a little bit more resilient. And that can mean learning different coping mechanisms when something difficult comes your way, knowing who your support system and your resources are that you can go to in times of need. I think that's a really critical one. Another one is stress reduction skills. So again, knowing how to calm yourself down and do some relaxation when you're feeling that your stress is rising in your life, because we're all going to be faced with challenges on a day-to-day, level. And I think finally, getting a good night's sleep. We tend to underestimate that.
So simple, but so crucial.
Yeah, we know that we can cope better with stressors. We have more resilience. We can think more clearly, and we're just a bit calmer when we've had a good night's sleep. So focusing on a well-rested brain.
It can be as simple as that. And, I think, again, coming to that stigma, therapy, and, starting to include those things in our daily lives, so important.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Dr. Shah, as always. Where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shah.
All right, thank you, as always.
All right, thanks.